Got Monica Newton, who's the Deputy Director General for Arts, Culture and Promotion at the Department of Arts and Culture, and also unbelievable musician Papa Wemba is in studio with us from the DRC, and accompanying him is his translator Marie. So welcome to all of you, a big set of guests we've got here for this interview. Let's begin with you, Hlubi. The festival started back in 2009. Really just a dream to bring back people together in the Eastern Cape. Talk to me a little bit more about it, how it evolved over the Christmas season.
Morning, Leanne, and all our viewers at home. Morning to Papa Wemba and welcome, and also to Monica. Thanks, Leon. This is the 6th year in running for the Buyel'Ekhaya Pan-African Festival. It really started as just a small festival where we needed people to get together. 2009 we had about 4,000 people or so. We are now sitting at around 22,000 people, and people keep on having interest in coming year in and year out. And the festival has really grown in leaps and bounds. And the only thing now for us is to just manage the growth and the expectation. There's just so much support, so much excitement. I come from East London this morning to be here in the studio. The music is in the air everywhere. There's
Lovely.
Just so much excitement and panic about the tickets, but we're really there.
That's so nice. That's exciting. Yeah. I'm sure it's very, very exciting for you.
Very exciting, very, very.
Monica, the involvement of the department, tell me about this.
Well, the interesting thing about festivals is they're fun for everybody, but they're serious business for us.
Yes, of course.
We support a range of flagship festivals, of which Buyel'Ekhaya is one, through the flagship Mzansi Golden Economy program. Because festivals play an incredibly important role in the arts ecology. They drive innovation, but most importantly, they create employment opportunities for artists, for technical crew. Yeah. They have local economic development impacts, as Ms. Mzwai pointed out. People come into cities, they stay, they spend money. So we're really seeing the festivals as a huge driver of economic growth for the arts sector, but for the economy as a whole.
Yeah, it's such a busy time now for artists. You know, this is the time where they can make their money during different festivals and parties for the festive season and New Year's and all of that. But it's also important to showcase the heritage and arts of the Eastern Cape.
Absolutely.
How are you doing that through this?
Well, in essence, Buyel'Ekhaya, as Ms. Mzwai pointed out, is a homegrown idea. Yeah. And so it showcases both local and international artists, and because it's a Pan-African festival, specifically artists like Papa Wemba from the continent join us in a celebration of both local and international music. But also a fundamental part of all of our flagships at the Department of Arts and Culture is development activities. So what we do with each festival is that there's a development program, workshops or masterclasses that are run to support local artists as well, so that they are benefit from the festival, both in terms of participating, having the opportunity to meet with and perform with artists of the stature of Papa Wemba, but also are able to develop their own skills. Excellent. So that we begin to see them taking these international stages in due course as well.
All right, so let's move over to our artist of the moment, who it's a pleasure having him here in studio, Papa Wemba. Papa, when was the last time you performed in South Africa?
Il y a très longtemps que je joue ici.
Oui, ça fait plus de 4-5 ans à peu près.
More than four years.
4 years ago. And you've got a major fan base here in South Africa. I suppose it's always coming back and feeding their souls when you do come here. Do you enjoy performing for South African audiences?
J'aime jouer ici parce que chaque fois que tu es passé ici, c'était quelque chose de...
Ben oui, j'aime bien parce que ici on aime bien ma musique, et puis il y a beaucoup plus de mélomanes ici, quoi. Donc j'aime bien.
He loves coming and playing here because people love his music, and there's more fans here from years, so he likes to...
And has he ever been to the Eastern Cape, performed in the Eastern Cape where he's going to be performing now?
No, it's the first time.
You can answer that for him. It's the first time. He's going to love it, and they're going to love having him there. Papa, you're involved in a lot of humanitarian campaigns. Why is it important for African musicians to be involved in different causes, and particularly Ebola, which I know is close to your heart?
Je suis impliqué dans beaucoup d'actions humanitaires. Quelle est l'importance que les musiciens apportent à ça, particulièrement Ebola?
En fait, nous avons cette voix-là qui porte très haut le message, quoi. Et c'est ce que peut-être les hommes politiques disent très bas. Nous, on est en train de dévoiler ça. Donc, autant que toute la communauté universelle du monde entier soit mobilisée pour essayer de stopper cette hémorragie-là, cette maladie-là, quoi.
We have the voice and people like to hear us, and we must do it because political people can talk about Ebola and other problems, but we have the voice.
Yes.
People can hear what we say with songs, so we have to do it because it's very important for the humanity.
And people listen, they certainly do, they really do. Very quickly, Hlubi, I just want to ask you, in our PE, let me look at you over there and the plasma screen behind me. Hlubi, this year you're also paying tribute to Brenda Fassie, which is a wonderful tribute to an amazing South African musician. Why particularly this year, and tell us how you're going to be paying tribute?
Okay, thanks, Leon. I just want to mention that there are more substantive issues to this whole question of the festival. I think the DDG from Arts and Culture has touched on it.
Yeah.
This happens against the backdrop of celebrating 20 years of freedom and democracy. And there are artists out there who did make commentary, social commentary towards contributing to our struggle against apartheid. And some of these people now come to the fore and we celebrate them as we come because everybody used their talents in one way or other. Brenda Fassie comes to mind when you think about that. It's not just her only. We have Stimela that's coming because you know the role that Stimela played. Brenda Fassie, in celebrating 20 years and the resilience of women as symbolized by her in the arts and culture, especially the music side of things, comes to the fore, and she's really one of those people that we thought that we should remember when we celebrate 20 years of freedom and democracy.
Yeah, indeed.
I just also need to hasten to say there are other artists as well, but in this whole lineup, we wanted to have some kind of relation that says where do we come from and where are we at now. And that also is also personified by the young people that we have now in the arts and culture.
Excellent.
Because the department has really opened a lot of opportunities for the young people to come and use the arts and culture as a catalyst for economic growth, for talent development. And in this tribute for Brenda Fassie, we've brought people like Susana, Tandogas, who are emerging artists, who will be sharing the stage with people like Zahara, The Soil, Swazi Lamini.
Okay.
So we always try and endeavor to showcase the talent that we have, the best of what we have, but also make sure that we include the local artists so that they get a rare opportunity to share the stage with people like Papa Wemba and the rest.
Excellent. I have to leave it there, all in the interest of time. Hlubi, thank you very much for talking to us. Papa Wemba, what a pleasure to have you in studio. Thank you, and you can tell him all fair, I'm going to steal that brooch on his hat. I love it. I absolutely love it. The coolest thing I've seen. And Monica, thank you very much. All right, quickly, let's take a break. We'll say shop.